On a windswept shore, damp footprints tell a story of constant movement. A small family huddles by a fire, their journey part of a great migration that would carry humanity across every continent. They chased the seasons until a warming climate invited them to stay. Seeds became harvests, harvests gave rise to villages. Along the great rivers, from the Nile to Mesopotamia, communities grew into cities. With them came walls and rules. The harvest demanded memory, so writing was born, not in poetry, but on damp clay tablets, tracking debts of barley to a temple. Writing and monuments built cities. Cities forged states. Paths became roads, and roads carried empires. Persia with its royal routes, Rome with its unyielding law, the Han dynasty with its vast canals. They taxed, conquered, and bound diverse peoples together, not just with armies, but with shared stories. But what holds an empire together? In sanctuaries and schools, powerful new ideas took root. Hinduism spoke of duty and devotion. Buddhism offered a path beyond suffering. Confucianism turned social order into a moral code. And from the Middle East, a new kind of faith spread, belief in a single, all-powerful God. Judaism, Christianity, and later Islam offered maps for living and blueprints for society. These beliefs traveled faster than any army, carried along the great exchange networks, the Silk Roads overland, the monsoon winds across the Indian Ocean, the camel caravans of the Sahara. They carried not just silk and spices, but paper, the compass, and disease. Ideas and risks have always traveled together. A new age dawned, not on land, but on the open sea. On the creaking deck of a ship in the early 1600s, the world was about to be redrawn. The great Columbian Exchange connected continents, remixing the world's ecologies and diets. But this new global network was built on a foundation of immense suffering, plantations fueled by stolen labor, and a brutal transatlantic slave trade. At the same time, a revolution of the mind was underway. Science revealed nature's laws. The Enlightenment championed reason and human rights. These ideas, spread by the printing press, would topple crowns and spark revolutions. From 1776 onward, new nations were born, founded on written constitutions. Soon, an industrial age of steam and steel would reshape the very fabric of daily life. But the rivalries of empires, armed with industrial might, led to catastrophe. 2 world wars burned across the globe, shattering illusions of progress. From the ashes, new institutions like the United Nations arose in 1945. Empires crumbled, colonies fought for freedom, and a Cold War divided the planet. Yet the push for a better world continued. Civil rights movements demanded justice. The ideals of democracy and human rights spread, and a new environmental consciousness began to dawn. Today, we live in a world connected not just by ships and roads, but by digital networks that link our lives in an instant. Your world, your beliefs, the very device in your hands, all are echoes of choices made by those who came before us. Their footprints are the paths we walk today.